How's it, Frenzy fans? Hope you guys are doing well and you've been enjoying the challenges so far that Mark and I have set. We appreciate some of the feedback we've gotten so far. Hope you guys are finding time to rest as well. They're quite tough. So if you feel any sore muscles, don't be scared to take a rest day, do some stretching, get yourself back into good shape and then step back up. So today's session is not so much a challenge as a challenging session. So what we're going to do a circuit. There's 6 exercises that you're going to do in total. You're going to work for 50 seconds, rest for 10. Okay, and you're going to do all 6 exercises back to back thereafter. What I'll do, I'll share a link for an app that I like to use that helps you set the sessions up. It's called SmartWOD, short for workout of the day. I'll send a link as well that you guys can use, and you use the TABATA function. That helps you set your work time and your rest time. Just helps you keep track. It's also got a nice tone that you don't have to watch the stopwatch the whole time you're doing it. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to do the first exercise. It's called an isometric hamstring march. So on the floor, you lie flat, your heels a little bit away from your body. What you want to do, you want to flatten your back first, so to make sure there's no hollowing out. So you flatten your back, lift the hips, and you keep your hips at this height. Lift your toes off the floor, and you're just going to lift your legs straight so it's parallel with the other one. Okay, you want to keep them as continuous as possible. Always keeping your toe off the floor. You should feel it's focused in on your hamstring area. Again, keep your hip height at the same level. Okay, so hamstring marches, that's your first exercise. Second exercise you're going to do is jumping squats. So the jumping squats is like a jumping jack and a squat combined. Okay, so it's jumping jack and squat. Jumping jack, squat. Jumping jack, squat. So you're just timing it in the middle each time. Remember with the squat, we want our shoulders back, chin forward. Okay, we don't want any forward lean. So that's incorrect. That's the posture you're looking for. So you want to be sinking onto your heels at the bottom. Okay, keep it repetitive, keep it continuous. That's exercise number 2. Exercise 3, we're going to do side to side lunges, hands on the hip. We're going to do nice consistent lunges. Okay, again, keep yourself pretty centered. Chest doesn't fall forward, shoulders back. Okay, I don't want any leaning. Keep your form nice and centered. Fourth one is a wall squat. Find a wall or a flat surface. You're going to get to about 90 degrees with your hips. Okay, so 90 degrees here, 90 degrees with your legs. Make sure again, no hollowing out the back. So push your back flat. If you want to make it more challenging, you lift your heels off the floor. Okay, keep your arms nice and neutral and relaxed. Don't brace yourself, that's cheating. Okay, so keep the arms relaxed on the side. Again, back flat the whole time. No hollowing out. Okay, that's number 4. Number 5, we're going to do hamstring dives. Okay, praying hands. You're going to keep your leg up at the front. And you're going to dive forward. Okay, you're going to point the heel back at the top. You want to clench your glute and your hamstring at the top of that extension. Okay, so hands in, hands forward, leg back. Okay, if it's too difficult to balance on the way back, you just do as far back as you can with a toe touch. Okay, up, toe touch. Making sure that you're tightening the back here. Swap it halfway. The app that I've suggested has a tone for halfway. When you hear that first tone, swap legs. Okay, so that's your hamstring dives. The last exercise you're going to do is skipping. So Mark did a really nice demonstration with Damien and Luan on the different variations for skipping. Just work for the 50 seconds, okay? So you can do 2 feet skipping. So this was what you would do without a rope that Mark suggested. Remember, hands low, make nice big circles. Okay, try and get good elevation in your jumps, so you work the calf area. Okay, that'll be your 6 exercises. So it's 50 on, 10 off, 6 back to back, then you rest for about between 60 and 90 seconds in between each of those exercises. You're going to do 3 sets in total. Okay, then the last thing I want you to finish off with, just so we don't neglect the rest of the body, is a bit of a core exercise that I really like. Okay, you start on ground, all fours. Okay, your knees are directly under your hips. Hands directly under your shoulders. Your fingers are going to be nice and wide apart. I'll tell you why in a second. Toes tucked under. So from here, again, no hollowing at the back. I want you to flatten your back. Then we're going to lift the knees off the floor. From here, we're going to do some controlled touches. Okay, so the first thing, you touch opposite shoulder, opposite shoulder, opposite knee, opposite knee. From here, 2 feet back, push up. At the top, you're going to hinge your hips and touch the opposite knee, the left hand to right knee, and then you pull your knees to the same position. That's 1 rep. What you want to try and do is do at least 3 to to 6 reps total, back to back, before you rest. Okay, so you want to stay in the air for at least 3 to 6 repetitions. Okay, the key here is flattening your back the whole time, fingers wide and pushing back onto your knees so you don't wobble around. That's how you keep your stability. If you're too far forward, you'll find you panic. Your control is compromised. So push back onto your legs. That way you can use the alternate leg and arm to keep your stability without swinging. Okay, try that one out. It's a really nice exercise. You'll feel a nice burn. Let me know how it goes. Good luck, everybody.